my mind. I don't even know where I want to. Well, first off, I'm just gonna say it, and I feel too old for this. I need to come out of my Love Island psychosis. I feel like I'm still in it, and I'm like, it ended so long ago, and I'm still all in these people's
But
business.
no, it's not ended because we didn't even get a reunion yet. Like, it's not
Oh yeah,
wrapped.
that's coming. It's coming. But the way that they are dropping all of these little clips and their whole press tour, and it's like layered for me, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's cute and it's fun, but then there's also that serious side of like what went down with Shelly and Alandria, this whole entire like, all the chaos and the comments and the craziness. Yes, they get a lot of support, but why was it even a topic to begin with, right? Like two very, very, very extremely attractive women sign on to the show. Why do they receive so much hate? So like, I'm just loving their glow up and loving seeing the support that they are receiving, but still wondering like, why are we still here in 2025? It's crazy. So
it's really different for me because when I first saw the show, I saw it kind of in a silo. Like this is my first season ever even watching the Love Island anything. So season 7, US season, this was my first time. As you can imagine, I was on quite a roller coaster. I know what was going on. I'm like, this is like taken from every single reality show I have ever seen. When I say it felt like Love is Blind. It felt like The Ultimatum. It felt like American Idol. It got to the end and it was just like, who wants to be a millionaire, deal or no deal? It was like crazy. It was like, what are y'all? They got all of the mold. It's got all of these elements in it. And then every episode was like a twist or something different. So I didn't kind of know what was going on. I didn't know if we were calling in and voting the couples off or if they were voting each other off. And it ended up that it was American Idol and we were calling in and voting the couples off. And it was just kind of all over the place. But in watching it in silo, I wasn't, because I kind of like binge watched it. So I wasn't looking at social media at the time. I think what got me wanting to watch it because I just heard it was just a lot of drama. Like I heard about somebody had got kicked off the show because they had made some racial remarks. So that's kind of what was trending at the time. I was like, what is this show? So I finally checked it out. And I would have never, just watching it in a silo like that and not looking at the online craziness, I would have never thought that Shelly and Alandria were experiencing any of the blowback because like as like America's sweethearts, especially Shelly. So when it kind of took, and I get kind of the hate for Ace because he just has a hater or love it type of personality. But
it's just like take me or leave me.
Well, you're an Aries, so that checks. That's on brand. That's on brand. But no, I would have never thought that they would have been experiencing. Definitely. I mean, let's get into it. The first thing, because you have to bring it to my attention. So, like, the first thing that you told me about was this crazy BuzzFeed article.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out, like, okay, did everybody when they did the slideshow, did everybody get like this shadiness in it, or was that specifically just for Shelly? Like, I don't have the context. Not that it matters, because ridiculous. But was it just like, oh, everybody gets avocado? We would make somebody avocado sandwich and an egg sandwich, and we're gonna give this black girl a knuckle sandwich. Like, or did everybody get a little bit of, smart, sassy, violent threats?
I believe it was targeted. So everyone was in it, but or not everyone, but of the people that they put in it, theirs was like, it was just so negative. It wasn't like cute, funny. It was like, kind of, and you know how the country is right now. So why are you ramping up, violence towards these women, Let me.
And what was the sandwich a white person's hand in the? It was just a lot going on.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to quote them right. And they've only recently come out to apologize. Like they didn't immediately come out. Then let's see.
I know they came out and they took down a post, and I think maybe they left a comment about we apologize. We want to do better. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then now recently they did an article. So now we're just going to we're gonna commodify our apology, get the readership in the engagement for you to kind of like look at they made it a listicle, these 13 steps of how we are going to empower Black Americans. And it's just like
what it means to protect Black communities at work, even when your own company messes up like we did.
Okay. Do you want to tell them what you do for a profession so it can give it a little bit more levity so that they know you know a little bit more than the average person about situations such as these? Or do you want to leave that completely separate because we may go off?
So I work in HR, guys. Okay. It's so much fun. It's so much fun trying to like check executives and leadership every day, all day, and convince them like why they have HR in the first place. And I know a lot of people be like, HR is not my friend. And it's like, I just want y'all to know that HR be in the back fighting for not only y'all lives, but their lives too. Okay. It's always a situation. So this would have had to go through so many people before that article got approved. And it's just how, why, who, like, what is going on? Yeah, but they gave Shelly a knuckle sandwich. What else did they do? And see, now it's hard to find the article. Okay, here we go. They gave Shelly a knuckle sandwich, a bowl of fruit, and some goldfish. Yeah, I think that was the worst part of it, but I don't. Let me see.
I looked immediately. Oh, you found it? Okay.
Oh, girl, 1 pancake, a protein shake, and steak. You get what I'm saying? Like it's the difference.
Yeah, no, but where were the punches? Where were the, like, you know what I mean? Like I don't get just from okay, you keep going. What else they have?
That's what was in that one. And then it was these two that went like viral on TikTok, and they were beating up a punching bag, right? They were, and they were like, this is Shelly and Alandria's face. And it was like,
wait, is that the same article? Or is this from something?
No, this is separate. I'm just going through like the different things that started to like come out all around the same time.
So who was this situation from?
It was just some people on TikTok, and it went viral because people kept reposting it. And it just was a lot. And it's just like, what warrants any of that? Nothing warrants that. I don't mess with them. I don't like them. Move on. It was just a lot in real time. And so now seeing them have like the biggest like cultural following, and everyone interested in what they're doing Gorgeous. Next.
Gorgeous.
Everyone interested in, what deals they're a part of. Even this is no shade to anybody else. I want to make that very clear. And this is that thing where that cultural relevance, plays a huge part. And this is also where, unfortunately, as Black women, we also have to be careful, because people know, like, if we get behind something, the numbers are they're gonna move. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have the numbers. You're gonna have the support. Shelly and Amaya signed to the same modeling agency.
Okay.
I think Amaya Papaya is super cute.
I love Amaya Papaya. I love her.
Gorgeous. But this is this thing where like you gotta pay attention. When they announced that a new client alert, it was like one or two sentences and not a whole lot of like people in the comments. They put out a whole statement for Shelly. And then like it was like all of it, you know what I'm saying? And that for me, what I see about that is like that's that cultural relevance, right? That Black people support, you know what I mean? That Black American support that you get, you know, because it moves culture.
They always say we don't move the needle, and yet we always moving the needle, the people, the feet, the beat, everything. Yeah.
So that was just like kind of like crazy. That was like, I was like, well, okay. That's weird, you know? So just that support that I'm loving that they have like the support, but I guess because like I'm thinking in like big sis, like sort of mindset. First of all, it's a lot. You go in to Alandria's point, she went into the show with 14,000 followers, come out to 1 million. Even though that's positive support, that's still like jarring, you know, like woo, you know. I can be a lot of things. Famous is not one of them. Okay, God. Famous is not one of them. And so that's a lot, right? That would be a lot. Like, could you imagine like your little sister taking all of that on, like just like over?
It's definitely like and she wasn't from like a major, like to my understanding, she wasn't like from a major city. I think she said she's from Alabama, so she had like this small town type of community. And I'm just know that she was just like, bruh, like, I mean, she's gonna probably pop out later, and I'm here for that. But right now, you can tell that she's just like, what the heck? Like, it's I can't imagine. It's so weird. It's so weird.
But Miley Cyrus's mom, Tish Cyrus, did a really great interview with her. It was like, it felt like a really safe space.
Wait, she did you said Alandria did a interview. Wait, Tish. What platform does Miley Cyrus's mom have?
I know we be on the other side and other people's news. I love Miley though.
I do love some Miley Cyrus and do.
But Tish and Brandy, so Miley's mom and her sister has like a podcast YouTube channel together. It's called like We Are the Cyruses or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The name may not be exactly right, but something Cyrus. And so Brandy was actually out of town, but that was the only time that Alandria could do it because she is like booked and busy. And so she went on, and she is so open. If she is allowed the space to be like open, you know what I mean? And I think it was perfect because Alandria has this sort of like, I'm from the South, what are people thinking of me? Which I can understand. I'm not even from the South.
Yeah.
But I do have a little bit of a Southern twang. And when people pick it up, oh my gosh, they're like, what is that? Like, it's like
Midwest. Yeah.
And so by Tish also being from the South, they were able to relate on that. And so the conversation went like so well. It was a really good discussion. And she was saying like, you know, I've just always knew I was supposed to be like out there. She always wanted to be a model. She was watching like Naomi and Tyra. I'm like, girl, I was watching Naomi and Tyra. So you were still watching, like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's funny.
Yeah.
Those are still the it girls for the younger girlies.
Yeah.
So I found that cute. And she was talking about how when she first saw Nick, she was like, well, I find him attractive, but does he find me attractive?
Yeah.
And she's like, and she told Tish, she was like, I love that they could relate because she was like, you know, I'm from the South and, you know, traditional. And she's like, you get what I'm saying. And Tish was like, yeah, I get what you're saying. So it was just really cute. It was a cute, like, she just had the floor.
Yeah.
You know, Tish did a good job of just letting her like actually speak. So I found that really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing Shelly and Aces. They just did something together. They are locked in. Shelly and Ace are
there. I saw a clip of something. I don't even know what it was, but she was like, "You may not see us, or he's not here right now, but that's still my man, my man, my man, my man." And when they did, what did everyone recently do? Oh, they most recently did, What Happens Live with Andy. We're gonna come back to that. But they were like, they asked all the couples, like, what do you think about Shelly and Ace? And everybody was like, yeah, they're getting married. Like, they're still getting married. We love that for them. So that's super cute.
Yeah, they were on the Today Show, I think, and everyone like pointed to them as like the first people that's gonna be getting married.
Yeah.
I just find I think one of the reasons, if you like want to be honest, why people are as into this is they are into like Bridgerton, because I think Bridgerton does the same thing. Obviously, it's a scripted show, and that's probably what it's supposed to do. I think the reason people are really into it is because, first of all, was everything that's going on in the world. So it pulls you out of that. But also love, like the whole like dating, finding love, it just seems so far-fetched. It seems like that stuff that used to happen back in the day, and it just doesn't happen anymore. So being able to kind of watch these romances start to take shape, I just think people just have an interest in it, because it's just, you always hear the bad. It's always like these terrible stories around dating and all of those things. So I think that's why the interest is there. You know?
I think that you're so right, because we just need a break. I think everybody is ready for something light, and just to prove that is the fact that the Huda storyline and all the drama, like with the girls leaving, like that was talked about for a little bit, but like everybody is shipping all of the love in the couples, and you hear more so. Well, I'm hearing more so about that than I am about like any of the drama or any of the fallout. And I thought that would have been the leading story, but like everybody is just tired. Everybody just needs a break right now.
Yeah, they need an escape. And I think the thing that I love, I don't know what it is about Shelly and Ace. They just look so good together. I know Ace is not.
Shelly's gonna look good next to anybody. Period.
But they look so 90s coded. And you know, I'm a girl. You give me the 90s and I'm all in. It don't matter what it is. I'm gonna go hit first. Okay. So I love that for them. And I love that I saw it when I watched it, and I get if other people didn't see it. I said that man is so into her, he don't know how.
Ace or Nick?
No, Nick with Alandria.
Okay.
I saw it. I will stand 10 toes down. I was like, that man is into her. He does not know how to like
approach it.
It's like, why would you be intimidated? And it's like, I have had men come up to me and just start like saying the dumbest crap ever. So in order to not embarrass myself, I will yield. I'll stand back, you know, and he was just studying her from afar and trying to understand it. So now when you see them outside, he took all those things that she said, and he's like, I will remember to do this. You can just see it. Like, he's like, I got her dress. I'm helping her every step of the way. Like, this is the stuff that she says she values. And I was like, he was sitting over there plotting the whole time, waiting to get in like double dutch. I'm not stupid. The whole time you were plotting, because he's taking the notes and he's run with them. And so now, because she's a very like, I'm a hold off before I start making like, you know, these sort of big, you know, sweeping statements of affection towards him.
Yeah.
Now that he's like, they were on a live, because Nick is very chaotic. They were on a live. Nick was like, no, Alandria was like, I've been wanting to model for a long time. This was when they first got home, like, or got to LA. Like, I've been wanting to model for a long time. It's just, I'm from a small town in Alabama. Like, I don't have the connections. Nick was like, oh, you're going to model. Alandria was like, yeah, okay. And he's like, no, you're going to model. He had 2 campaigns that he was already involved with, because Nick was modeling before the show. He pulls her into those deals. That's why they ended up in Greece for that week. He pulled her into those deals. And so she's like, okay. I said, I want the model. He pulls me into his shoes. You know, I said I wanted to go to Europe. We're in Europe. You know,
Yeah.
I love that.
I do. I love men folk. We do appreciate a good listener, someone that actually listens and applies the notes. He applied the notes.
He applied the notes. We have some notes. He took down the notes.
He has some notes.
Notes. This is what this woman requires and needs. And then his mom saw it. His mom and his sister were like, he steps up around her, and we like, because of course, you know, I'm a big sister to her brother. And when, you know, you see someone being like, okay, you're making him more into a man instead of a goofball, you know what I mean? So I really like that.
Do you like that? Speaking of some notes, when it comes to this upcoming reunion for Love Island, I have some notes. They are as follows. Andy should not be hosting Love Island. I love everything that Andy does over there for the Bravo channel, all the housewives and all the housewives spinoffs and all that. Yes, do that.
It's so a friend. I'm not
Love Island. So as follows, here are all the people. Here's some notes.